I'm trying to figure out why I'm logged out of Twitter. Happy birthday to me! Thank you! I wanted to share this link. I'm gonna have to do it from a different device. And of course I don't have my phone. What do I do? I think I have a password list somewhere. So I can find it. I can find it. Ah! I knew I was forgetting something. Okay. Twitter. Why the fuck is that my password? 1 second. Technical difficulties. Ah! I did it! Magical! It's magical! I'm magic! I figured out my password. Okay, quote this, and then boom! Paste. Post. There we go! There we go! I'm so magic. I figured it out. Why are the passwords so hard? Also, do you see what I see? There's some changes. They're not very, like, though some of them are bigger changes than others. But we got a new chat box. As you can see, you're over here. Ah! Now you shall be immortalized with me. And you might be wondering, Billy, why are you hiding? It's your birthday. I know, it's my birthday, but I have differences. I look different, and I need to put on my party hat before I can do anything. Nah. There, now I'm ready to party. I'm ready to party. And I got a party outfit. Okay? I want to tease it. I want to be cool. Google sent you an email about an account you haven't used in years. It's so hard to remember passwords. I'm terrible at making passwords, but I've been getting better because I want to be, you know, secure. And I'm trying to figure out where I am on the screen. Okay, ready? Oh, we got boots. I've got new feet! Yeah, we've got a chat now! It's so exciting! You can be immortalized with me! I've got new feet! And I've got different legs! But I got toes! And they're finished all the way around! Look at this! I need to move my mouse so that you don't see it. Haha! Boom! They're finished all the way around! Bum. And fishnets, because, you know, who doesn't love fishnets? I love fishnets. They're very fun. I have swappable legs. Yep, clearly. And now I'm wearing pants, so I won't flash everybody all the time, because I flash people all the time. And I'm getting tired of it. It's unintentional. Bum. We've got a new top, and I made this one all myself, and I'm so excited about the textures. We need the version that actually has fish. And look at me, I got rhinestones. I've got rhinestones and a necklace. Oh my god, I'm accessorizing. And on the back, I've got wings. They're a little hard to see with my hair. I probably should have made them lower. But we have wings. And guess what? What else? I got ponytail, but I can also do this. Haha! So now, when I feel like dancing and breaking loose, oh my gosh, I can... Where's my animations? When I feel like cutting loose, I can just do so without flashing and without clipping, and I can just dance, and it's great. And I won't flash anybody or clip. Not trying to be a princess. I'm not a princess. I have to admit, I'm not royalty at all whatsoever. But I like this outfit a lot. I think that it came out really cool. But it's fun. And I have a party hat. I have like the links to all the random assets and stuff that are on stream today down below. But yeah, it's my birthday. I have gifts to open too. Thank you. I tried really hard. I'm getting faster. Oh, and my eyes are different. They got blue in them, but they're also purple. So they kind of match my outfit. But and they look. I got a feather, and I got feet still. I'm not losing my charm. I liked the I had a pair of backup eyes for Chantenay that I was like, I don't know if I like these. I don't know if I like how they came out. But then I changed like the colors that I drew for myself, and I'm like, oh, perfect. The Chantenay version had a carrot instead of feathers in the bottom, but I feel good. The eyes are my registered trademark. I haven't fully changed the eyes in a long time. I haven't fully changed them. When I debuted my first model, I had a set of eyes, and then in my second model, I think I changed the iris, but not the highlights, and I barely changed the iris. And now they're completely different. Similar vibes, but I like them. They're new, they're different, and I can flutter my lashes and be like, ha ha ha, look at my beautiful eyes. Ah. But I'm so happy. Like, the whole vibe came together, and I feel like Britney Spears. I don't know why, but it's giving Britney Spears vibes, and I'm like, this is at least perfect for a party. I don't know if this is gonna be my everyday wear. I probably will be, to be honest, because I really like it, and I don't want to just, you know, waste all my hard work. But I love that I can put my jacket on and off. Like, this is great. This is great. It's so fancy. It's so fancy. Y2K vibes, and I'm so happy. I also made this in a couple different colors, so like I am tempted to share it on like Coffee for people who are into V-Roid and stuff so that they can use it to make their own models or whatever. But I have a gold version that's really cool. I didn't rig that up. Like I didn't set that up. But I have the what's it called? The texture. For when it's cold and you need to let this party spirit take over. Exactly. I have tea. Because I'm talking too fast and getting dehydrated. The gold variation is amazing. I have a gold, I have a neon pink, and then I have a purpley blue one. I just messed around with the saturation and the hue and all that jazz. But they look really cool in a bunch of different colors. So, and I love this necklace. This necklace was the bane of my existence. I had to make a new Procreate brush just to make the necklace. Like, it's got an egg and a foot. Because I'm a goose. Get it? Like, I lay eggs! Okay, so, plot point 2 of the day. I'm probably gonna have to shrink and move you a little bit so that I don't hide you completely. Or actually, I can maybe leave you here and just shrink. I got myself gifts. And it's been a minute! It's been a minute since we've seen the Billy doll. And I set her up a little room for us to enjoy while I open my own presents. And I think she's so cute. She doesn't match me anymore, which is disappointing, but I figure we'll open my gifts to me, and then my gift to you! You were made into the ultimate short king! At least we can still read you. At least I can still read you. I don't know how this looks on YouTube, but yeah. And so, now that Billy doll doesn't match me and I'm gonna have to make her a new outfit, I got myself some gifts. I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this because I kind of was dumb about the mics. I should be able to use my lav mic. Just gotta turn it on. Why not turning on? Ah! Technical. Oh, and I have new screens! I have new screens! That thing. If I sound weird, you'll let me know, right? Gotta clip you right here. Boom. Worry not, for you have the good eyes to see small things and you can't find the ketchup. I mean, hey, sometimes you can't find it. I'm gonna bring me over here too. Oh, gonna bring me right here so that you can still see my face because otherwise you can't. But yeah, I put a bunch of stuff that I made and or have gotten on stream, like in the room. So I made this off stream, but I made a very similar wall on stream. So my face isn't moving. Ah. And I made this rug, I think, on stream. Oh, the rug's not even showing. The chair. But I set her up. I set her up on the table. She's all chill. Just chill. And I have some presents to open. I went to Target. And now we have Miniverse Target. Everybody knows the best gifts come from Target. Also, I have to move you. I didn't think this through at all. Because otherwise I can't see on the screen. Boom. I make things so difficult for myself sometimes when I'm like, I'm just going to go across the room. Let's see. This one is a Target Make It Mini, and it's got little foods and treats that you can find only at Target. And I'm so excited. I've been waiting to open this. I bought it when it released. They were so hard to find because everybody wanted them. And I've been waiting since like Christmas time to open this on stream with you. So I was like, they have to know what's in my doll collection. I forget what I opened last year. I think it was also more mini brands. Because I'm obsessed. Truly. Truly obsessed. I'm gonna move the other presents out of this bag so I can put the trash in the bag. I'm just gonna hide the presents behind the wall and hope that they don't roll forward. Let's see. We can already see all the little Target-themed packaging. It's so cute. I have to find the little tab. I have no idea. Oh. It was hidden. I should have done my nails today! Believe it or not, I was really good about not biting my nails for an entire week, and then while I was setting up for my birthday stream, I bit them all off, and now I'm mad at myself. I was so good. They were so long. Oh, it looks like a little basket. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we got a Target bag. We got a Target bag. This can go with the Target bag I made. Which I actually do conveniently have right here. Because I have my big old collection. But this is much bigger than the Target bag I made. Look. Yeah. I got a plastic bag. What's in the bag? Oh my gosh, Target gift wrap. I'm gonna hoard this. I'm gonna save this little tissue paper. I don't know what for, but I'm gonna hoard it. We got grape tomatoes. I don't know if you can read that. Ah. Grape tomatoes! What else do we get? What else do we get? Tiny things! I got my birthday! Yeah! Oh, you didn't see the outfit yet! I'll zoom out in a minute. More tissue paper. I like how I put the actual item to the side to show off the tissue paper. Why am I doing that? I'm such a weirdo. But we got some salad mix. And it's Target branded, like the whatever the Target brand is. Oh my god! We got croutons! Okay, so they give us all this stuff, but I believe they also give us a bowl and like dressing to make the actual salad. So Billy can eat healthy. Little Billy. Let's see. Oh, this is a nice bag. I don't want to rip it. It's a paper bag. Billy. Ugh. We got a big old bottle of ranch. I'm keeping this. I don't care if it's supposed to be the resin that binds everything. I'm keeping the bottle and putting it on a shelf somewhere. Billy Doll needs to keep her diet up. Yup. She has to stay plastic. Oh, we got little tiny checkout stickers. Little tiny checkout stickers with the little dog. Oh, I love this series. This is the best series I've ever seen. It's on Target. My favorite place to be. It's heaven on earth. Thank you, Bo! Hell yeah, we got the little bowl. Ooh. Okay. And I have my UV light here, right? I do. Ha! I have my UV light. We can actually make it. And then what's in this bag? It looks like a pixie stick. Oh, we got the little dog. It's a little dog. And you put it on the top of the little capsule. And it, I know you're supposed to be able to, but I am struggling. Ow! Hey? It's so cute. And what else is in here? Is there something else? Tweezers and a fork. Oh, I love getting silverware for the dollhouse because I have none. I have like a couple spoons and a couple forks, but like that's it. So this is very convenient. Okay, let me grab my UV light. Seems to be clean here. This thing is the tits, by the way. This is like the strongest UV light I've ever seen. And I got it for like 15 bucks on Amazon. I should probably wear gloves for this. But I'm not going to. I'm going to put a little bit of the ranch dressing into the bowl. Oh, and look at that. It kind of looks like ranch. There's little flecks in it. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I'm a little bit afraid to open this. I don't want to ruin the packaging. Like, look at the packaging. It's actually branded. Branded. Yeah, no crime is safe. But I'm also not a snitch. Is there like a sticker that I can pull off to open this? Or am I going to destroy it by opening it? I'm pretty sure I'm going to destroy it, but it's going to be worth it. We're going to make a salad. How do I open? Legitimately? How do they expect me to? Okay. There's no tutorial on how to actually open it, but there's tutorials for each and every item you can get in the game or in the series. I'm not quite that dumb. I won't eat this. I'm pretty sure that that would be toxic and possibly kill me. How in the world? I guess I'm gonna have to stab it. That's mildly disappointing, to be honest. But maybe if I do it cleanly, I can save it. I don't think there is a good way to do it cleanly, but... Oh. Kind of. That kind of worked. Apparently there was a little sticker thing. I could not find it. I could not find it. So we're going to take our little tiny tweezers and we're going to individually place all the little leaves in the bowl. and hope for the best. It's an awfully big bowl for salad. These are not very good tweezers. Should possibly grab a different pair of tweezers out of my tweezer collection. And if the fact that I have a tweezer collection surprises you, you do not know me very well. I collect everything. Tiny salad for my birthday. I know I said no doll content or hand cams for a while because I don't have a ton of space right now. But it's my birthday, so I can do what I want. That's how I told myself. That's what I told myself. I want to put one more red piece in. Preferably like under a couple green pieces. Okay. I'm going to save the rest of the salad. And then we have to put in our cherry tomatoes and our croutons. Oh my god, I forgot. I'm like, this is another thing that I'm like, if I open it, then I can't keep it. Ah! So many croutons. So many croutons came out. They're little tiny croutons. Not a compulsive collector, I hope. I'm not quite a hoarder, if that's what you're implying. But I do hoard some things. And usually, it pays off later. Okay. So we're going to put a little more dressing. I'm trying not to use all of it in one go so that I can make it have some on top. But it's a little hard to get out. Oh. It's a lot of dressing. You put on so many layers of dressing. Now that I know how these open, though, the hunger makes itself known. I'm sorry, it's not edible, it's not edible. Some of these I have to like dip in the resin and then stick a little further away. I want it to look realistic. And I don't think all of them would be perfectly on top. I probably should have cured each layer that I did. It'll be fine. More dressing. The Dollhouse fandom, we having so much fun with this stuff. It's so fun! It's the best! Oh. I gotta pick up my tomato. And now to sprinkle on the croutons. Are you a person who likes to eat a ton of croutons or just puts like 2 and then calls it? Because I will fill my entire salad with croutons. I'm being completely honest. I love croutons. Sometimes I'll buy them just to snack on. I think we need like one more over there. Perfect. I should have been wearing gloves for this. I got a little bit on my finger. Now I'm gonna die. Local Goose loves bread. Yeah. I used to quote the Oprah Winfrey commercial all the time, like, I love bread. I think it's like a Weight Watchers commercial. Making your own croutons is like super easy, just time consuming. And they never come out quite the same as like this type of shit, you know? And now, for the moment of truth. We gotta sit here like this for a minute or two. I'm a detective. Detective, I'm inspecting the salad. There's no such thing as too much salt. I love salt. There's definitely a thing though. I went to a birthday dinner, not for myself, but for somebody else recently. This crouton didn't stick. It's not in the dressing. Get off my finger. And the salt shaker was too full, so the salt wasn't actually coming out, because I don't know if you've ever had this problem, but if you fill the shaker too much, it like blocks the actual shaker portion. And so I was like, oh, you might just have to like take the top off. And so they loosened the top, and then they tried shaking it like a normal shake. And I'm like, you can't do that. No, that's not what I meant. And of course the lid falls off the shaker and they got salt all over their meal. So kind of my fault. Kind of also like, that's not what I meant. I don't know why they thought that was what I meant. Let's hope you could be sponsored by a bakery. Ooh, that would be so fun. I love baking. I have no idea how long this is going to take to dry. But it seems to be doing well. This is a super strong UV light, so like, I have faith. I'm going to also hit it from the bottom. I don't think it'll really do much. No, it's not going to do much. Ah! Let's see, if I turn it upside down, is it going to fall all over everything? No, it's going to stay in place. Look at my salad! The yummy goodness! I am probably going to leave it out in the sun so that it can like cure even more and better. But, it's so cool! If I get more of these Target ones, I'm probably just going to keep everything in the packaging though, because as much as I like making the food, I like this packaging a lot. And imagine like a whole little fridge full of these little containers. It'll be so cute. It's straight out of a Charlie Chaplin skit. Is it? Because that is how I tend to fucking influence people. Is like, I know what I'm talking about, but I don't say it right. And then they think I'm an idiot, even though I didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Okay, what's our next one? Our next one's retro. The retro series. I have one more after this, and then we can show you your gift. Because that's right, might be my birthday, but I like to supply party favors. Now this one is supposed to have a bunch of random stuff that's retro, quote unquote, like Kodak cameras and old versions of different packaging and stuff. So I'm kind of excited about it. I saw that there was like turtle wax, and I'm like, that would be really cute in a mini garage. Kind of want that. I think there's a couple VHSs. I'm not gonna open the guide because I wanna be surprised. You know what you want to say and how to talk about it, but you just stay quiet. Retro means there's going to be some heavy metals in there, right? Oh, we got a magazine. Not that I wouldn't be happy if it was like a paper magazine, but this one's just a piece of plastic with a sticker. But man's journey to the moon. Of course, there's too much light. And then when I cover it, there's too little light. Ah! So, I mean, that's cool. It is a cool magazine to have. I just didn't want a magazine. I want a can of peanuts. We got the old packaging for Fruit Loops back when they looked like this. Before everything got like 40 billion colors. Yeah. It's so cute. There are probably some heavy metals in that Fruit Loop. Let's see, what else do we got? What do we got? What do we got? A film reel! This is kind of cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this in my doll universe, but like, it's a little film reel. Matters! Matters! Let's see. Let's see. We got a floppy disk! A mini floppy disk! It's so little. It's giant compared to the dolls. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't know of any floppy disk that is like the size of your face, but I'll still take it. I'll still take it. Oh! We got oil! This is what I really did want this. I wanted some of the garage stuff because I think it would be so cool. A floppy what? Do you not know what a floppy disk is? Look at the oil treatment. This will look so cute in a garage. Ew. Okay, this series is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. I don't like that I got a magazine, which is just a piece of plastic. I wish it was paper because I know the same brand that does this does the books, and I'm pretty sure those are made of paper. So I don't know why they did that one out of plastic, but I will accept it. And now lastly, I have mini brands fashion. Mini fashion. This just like it pulled up like one really long string off of a spool. How? Wah. Open. These do not want to I was gonna say comprehend, but that's not the right word. Cooperate, cooperate. Wow. Okay, last one. And then your mini fashion. I don't know which one's gonna be the bag. And then what the other, I think this feels like a bag. Let's see. These are accessories. How did I get that wrong? I got that so wrong. Okay. So we got a sticker. I've been collecting the stickers they give. I don't really know why they give stickers. I don't know what to do with them, but that's fine. A little perfume bottle, and it has a little flower on it. That's so cute. It can go right here on my shelf. A jar of cream that the cap actually comes off and it's textured inside. That is detail. You can't see it, but it's textured. Okay. And then a hairbrush. I have so many doll brushes. I don't know what to do with them. I think I might have to open my doll's a salon. But we'll just give her a quick brush before we see what bag we got. It's either bag or shoes, I forget. Oh. We got the backpack that actually opens. I don't think there's anything but paper inside it. Yeah, just paper. But it actually opens, you can store stuff in there. Like I can store my floppy disk and my magazine and my film reel and my hairbrush. Like this bag fits it all. There's so much room. Yes, she is the host. Does this backpack fit her well? Hold on. I'm just curious. Can she rock this backpack? She can kind of. Her shoulders are thinner than your standard Barbie, so like she's kind of got nothing to support the backpack. But it works. It works. And it's cute. It's got these little stickers. Okay, see you later, Fio. I like broke her arm nearly. Okay, so that is all of the gifts that I bought for myself. And I have a special one that I made just for you. So let me go over back to my computer and away from my desk. Bom, bom, bom. I do too, because I kind of really want to write that Twilight fan fiction. But I'm doing something Twilight related possibly soon. And you'll see what I mean. Soon. Soon. Okay, swapped my mic. Boom. So slick. Ah! The Twilight. I can't help it, okay? I just finished Gossip Girl too, which I kind of want to do a deep dive on Gossip Girl because that show was a waste of my time and ridiculous, but also amazing and kept me hooked every second. And I hate to admit that it kept me hooked. But, I got a present. It's for you. Do you want to open it? You wanna open it? It's a special. Boom! I made new emotes for the Discord! Gives! So I used a template, like a base. There's emote bases on Coffee. And I have it linked down here. But yeah, for the Discord! We have new emotes so that we're not relying on 5 geese to capture all of our emotions. I'm going to be adding them after stream. I already have them on my computer. I just have to name them properly. But yeah! I've been working! I've been working! And you know how hard it is for me to keep a secret? We all know how hard it is for me to keep a secret, right? Because it's impossible. I had to tease my model on Sunday because I'm like, I can't keep a secret. They gotta know something's up. I don't want people to think I'm doing nothing. Ah, tea. But yeah. It's so cute. Again, they match my old model. Because I've been working and like, I worked on these before I worked on me. So I might have to update them. Might have to update them. But let me zoom in so you can get a closer look at some of these. Because they're so cute. They're so cute. We've got the bird. We've got the glasses. We've got the Jesus Christ, Billy, what are you doing? Thank you, Margot! You want to see my outfit? Let me just put my jacket on. Pom pom. I'm cute now. I'm cute now. I've got wings and a booty. Yeah. Wow. And I can do this. Wow. The boots, right? I love the boots. They've got little stitching. Little tiny stitches. Ah. Ah, no. I meant to zoom out, not in. Ah. And I got a necklace that's a little goose foot and an egg and new eyes that still have the feather and geese feet. Ah. I've been working. The geese has evolved. And the Honk Legion has more than 5 expressions. Yes! We'll have so many emotes that we can use in Discord, and it'll be great. It'll be great. And they will be uploaded tonight, like pretty much like within a half hour after stream. Because sometimes I need to de-stim after stream because I get overstimulated, if I'm being completely honest. But they'll be uploaded tonight. I'm so excited about it. I've been so afraid to do emotes because I'm like, I don't know how, like, I kind of know how to draw, but like, I don't know how to draw. So when I found bases, I was like, oh, gremlin laughing. Oh. Yeah, that's like all the surprises. Oh, I have new screens. The starting screen is a little different. I drew the little gif of this bird and I rigged it all up in Canva. So. And then we have a new BRB screen. It's a little ridiculous, but I love it. And then we have a new ending screen. And I drew the gif for this too. I've been busy. The music's all still the same, because I honestly didn't feel like finding new background music. But, yeah, updates. Every birthday I have to evolve, right? I have to get better, stronger, faster, harder. How does the lyrics of that song go? Better, stronger, faster, harder. I don't know. Yeah. Trying to think what else. Oh, I know what we were gonna do today. The music's iconic already. It is. It gets stuck in my head very easy. It's very big brain worm. Earworm. Let's see what else. Oh, so I got a new game and I thought it would be perfect for my birthday because, you know, every year you get older is another year closer to death. So I found the game called Just Die Already, and it seems so appropriate for birthday. It seems so appropriate. And essentially, you're just an old person running around. Where is it? Here we go. Doing old people things. You want to kill your bucket list. But not just regular old people game things because it's kind of violent. Kind of very violent. But it's great. So let me get that game capture. Where is it? Boom. Ah! That's so big! So big! And I gotta put it behind you. Watch out. And then Wardo will move you over. Ah, not me. Didn't want to spin. I spun. Bom, bom, bom. This game seems really fun and really stupid, but I kind of love the idea. But welcome to the retirement home. I have no idea who we want to be, but this guy looks very angry and old, and like if the guy from Up had like a GTA backstory, so maybe we'll start with him. I did do like 2 minutes of playing this earlier to figure out the controls a little bit, but I don't understand them. I will say this is pretty violent at times. So fair warning. You have been warned. You've been warned. Like, let me just give an example. You know this game? I have never heard of this game. But it's great. So yeah. I guess my objective is to do stuff. Okay. Items you receive from the bucket list can be purchased from a vending machine. There are 3 types of vending machines: red, yellow, and blue. This is pink. Red dispenses weapons, yellow dispenses utilities, and blue gives ticket items. Okay. So there is nothing in here. Good to know. I can get this. Oh, I can drink it. Liquid sugar. Oh, I can piss on things? Oh my god, wait a minute. What if I pee on that was electric? Is that man electric? Excuse me, what? Okay. Well, I guess getting electrocuted was on our bucket list. What is this? Oh my. Well, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I'm learning. Oh, okay. What do I do with the mattress? I should probably check the bucket list and see if there's anything to do with the bucket list. It looks like I can get on that roof. Oh, heck yeah. Oh! Okay, or not. Nearly just got cremated early. What is this? I'm getting stuck on it. Oh, I'm on fire! 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 How do I get off of fire? How do I get out of fire? Oh, I'm gonna die. Can I do anything with that? Can I talk to these people? Apparently not. They keep disappearing. Okay. If you were an old person, would you wreak havoc like this? I feel like I would. Just do whatever the fuck I want, you know? Is there anything in this trash can? Apparently not. Good to know. What is this? Oh! Can I break into this house? Oh, not the bees! The bees! The bees! The bees! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so bad at games like this where there's no actual directive. Let's look at the bucket list. Here you can see the life goals that you achieve in this game. Press B to bring up the bucket list. Try claiming its reward. Okay. Find the bucket list. Stung by bees. Great. I have to taunt citizens. Set fire to things. Break various objects. Apparently not my bones. How do I become naked? Oh my god. Wait, there's so much to do here. There's so much to do. Old rule. Hand shoes. Twice the shoes, twice the speeds. Cheeseburger in hand. What is this guy doing? Excuse me. How do I taunt? How do I taunt? Ah! Ah! Did he just kill me? fucker. Return. I just. I want to see my key bindings. Taunt is F. Okay. I guess I'll respawn. There we go. Oh, he didn't see me. He didn't get bothered. Who can I taunt? Who can I taunt? This bitch. Can I kill them? How do I kill them? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? I just got her by the leg. Okay. Okay, how do I get through here? Oops. Ah! Well, instant karma, I suppose? We got a kiddie pool. Can I break in here? Whoa! Who do you think you are? First of all, there's a ticket here. Second of all... Get off my lawn! This is my house now. How do I get him out of here? And myself out of here. Can I drown him? Can I drown him? Apparently not. I think I've dragged him around enough where it's probably fine. Oh, don't bring the pool. Don't bring the pool. Can I get out of here? Am I stuck forever in this person's yard? Oh my god. What is in my back? Why am I covered in thorns? Why am I covered in thorns? Can I kill him? Oh. Okay. We were dead. Ah! What? What even happened? Why? Why? They just murdered me! No, 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 no. No! No! Excuse me, sir. He's too fast! He's beating me up! Beating me up! Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I might be covered in thorns, but I think Did he just whack me with a freaking axe? Okay, so now we're back here. I can't get through there. What do I do? He's taking out the trash is me. Well... Okay. We're gonna run this way and hope to get the hell out of here. And not get hit by cars. What? Why are they killing me constantly? Killing me not softly. Oh no. Okay. Look at my broken ass arm. arm just flailing as I run. Ooh, what's down here? There's stuff down here. How do I get down there? Can I taunt the elderly? So that's how you energize at an old age. Yes. Electric slap. Oh, okay. You come here, bitch. Where was the trash guy? I slapped him first. Okay, maybe we don't start off with somebody like that. Nope, if you're coming after me, you're gonna come after my trampoline! Okay, maybe, right? Hear me out. I put this down, I jump on it, and then I fall through the floor. That's my plan, right? That's my plan. That didn't work. Why is he naked? Okay, we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. What is this? What's in here? Oh. 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 Okay. Apparently nothing I'm supposed to touch. Why is that man jumping on my trampoline? That is my trampoline. Ooh, there's a ladder. Ooh, okay. Cute. E. How do you get on the ladder though? Aha. Okay, I'm up here. I'm up here. Now what? I got a view of everything from up here. Okay. What am I doing? This is... Maybe I go this way? Oh. I just like broke all my bones. Maybe I can roll. Oh, a chainsaw! Okay. I'm gonna roll out of the street. Jump on my 2 feet. Ha! I can just chainsaw people! Oh, this is great. There we go. Now he's dead. This is what you get for beating me up earlier. Nice. Nice. How many cars are gonna, like, pile up here? This guy will not die. Am I winning? I think so. I just murdered somebody in cold blood. Ooh, can I double chainsaw? I can double chainsaw massacre! Okay, hold on. This guy. This motherfucker. Because he killed me so many times. I had chainsaws. I had 2 chainsaws. I had two chainsaws. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. Okay. How do I get like a gun? I'm getting so frustrated. How is this game kicking my ass? Probably because I don't follow instructions, actually. Okay. Do we know where the retirement home is? I don't think it's that building. But if we can find the retirement home, pretty sure we can complete a mission, because apparently I was supposed to take some meds from the retirement home, and I didn't. So, what is up here? Blood for guns. Ooh, can I hop on this train? Will it just take me through the city? Oh, this is nice. This is peaceful. I'm afraid I'm gonna die if I stay on it. What is this? A pie? This is my SoundCloud. Still waiting for a back in my day reference. Ooh. I don't know if I have very many right now, but you know, back in my day, I had an abundance of stories. The Cove Bar. What? Area discovered the docks. How did I wake up at the docks? No, stop dying. I'm just gonna roll around here until I can stand back up. Oh, treasure, 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 treasure! I'll be taking that, thank you very much. Hole. Get out of here, young man. Throwing bananas. How did he... I have no head, but I'm swinging my blade. Stop throwing bananas, young man. How dare you? Disrespecting... disrespecting this establishment. Okay. I saw that guy had a knife. A big choppy knife, and I don't want to find out what he uses it for. Oh. Let's see. According to your player character back in my day, we didn't perish easily. We would just heal back up in random trash cans. Honestly. What is in here? What are you? We're gonna drink this. And then I'm gonna go piss on this kid. Hi! Welcome. I just pissed on some kid and he died. Thank you! Another year closer to death. Let's go find somewhere more fun to pee on. I brought my drink so that I can go piss on somebody. You watched Heathers the other day? Ooh! I know someone who, like, that was their favorite movie, and I don't think I've ever actually seen it. Isn't it like a play, too? I feel like it would be good. I feel like it would be something up my alley. Okay, I'm gonna piss on this bongo kid, though. Because what the hell is he doing in my territory? Can I steal his money? Oh! He just slapped me. Oh my god. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? You should do a stream watching it. Ooh, that could be fun, like a watch along. I haven't done a watch along since The Country Bears. Oh my gosh, maybe we should do a watch along. It's been a long time. I feel like watch alongs, I've heard people like to do them on Discord. I didn't know you could like stream on Discord. But I am tempted to try that sometime. Because I feel like I'm never in my Discord and that like, I need to be there more frequently. Let's see. Electrify different things. How do I electrify things? Turn over trash cans. Okay. Okay, well we can turn over trash cans, no problem. Just gotta find them. What can I take? I'm gonna take this plant. It's mine now. I'm just gonna leave it here. What is over here? Sneaky little hallway. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, a key! A key! Ooh! Ooh, I saw a gate somewhere that needed a key. I have no idea where I saw it now. Aha. 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 Shotgun hunting and wildlife. I'm not gonna let this death stop me. No, we're gonna roll right into here. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. How do I talk to this kid? Can I not? Oh! Oh no. Well, I got my own leg. Can I steal one of these? Or do they just want me to like jump in it? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, now I have a trap. I have a trap, and I'm hopping on my one leg. I'm still gonna bring my other leg with me. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Who can I trap? Who can I trap? I'm gonna trap this old person. Ooh, ooh, okay. Nobody fell in my trap! Well, I guess I'll leave my leg here and hope somebody falls for it. Oh my. This game is wild! Ooh, 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 ooh. Wait a minute. Okay, got him. I got you in the head, bro. Where are you going? Oh, oh, I could get a baseball bat. I want the bat. I wanted the bat not to get hit by a car. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Grandpa's got a gun. I only got one more shot. I only get one shot. Do not miss my chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Oh no, it reloads. It reloads. Perfect. Hell yeah, okay. Oh, another freaking car! No, no, no. I'm gonna limp my way over here. I swear he dropped a gun too, did he not? Did he not? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we have to respawn. 3 times! How do we... What can I do to this? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm having fun just destroying and running around town without a care in the world, except for dying, but, you know, it's got no repercussions for me. We got another trash can knocked over. I'm not very good at games, am I? I'm not a pro gamer. Drop the trash can, man. Oh, and I'm slipping and sliding. Oh, wait a minute. Do you see what I see? Oh, I guess I landed on the needle. Okay. What do I do with this, though? Can I... Ah! I need to figure out how this game is supposed to be played. Use explosives. Have 10 bear traps attached at the same time? That's so... I honestly don't even know how to get back to the retirement home. How does one return to the old folks' home? He just murdered me. I just want to go back to where I belong. Get back to where I once got kicked out of. Oh god, this guy's gonna fucking kill me. This guy's gonna fucking kill. Okay, you know what? It's my birthday and I want to do things I want to do, and right now I don't want to continue getting this pissed off. He's making it okay. Yeah. I tried it. That's all I really wanted to do was try the game, and I tried it. Rage quit. I can't. I fucking can't. Wow. Maybe we'll yap about birthdays past. I feel like I had a good birthday story that I was like, oh, I can share this. Oh, okay. So, like, the first birthday party that I ever remember going to was not my own, but it was for a family member, and they were, like, 2 years old, right? So their dad picks them up and puts them over the candles to blow out. And keep in mind, this is at, like, a Chuck E. Cheese. So there's this big, scary rat man running around. I'm terrified. This person was, like, 2 or 3. They were very young. And their dad lifts them over the cake to blow out the candles, and their hair catches on fire. So birthdays, like, my first birthday memory, it wasn't even my birthday, but my first memory of, like, what a birthday party is was pure chaos, you know? The honking story time! Yeah! Their hair caught fire. Luckily, they were able to just dip them in, like, a fucking pitcher of soda. Put the hair out right away. But, like, birthdays are chaotic, man. They're chaotic. And let's see. So, like, then from there, what else happened? What else happened on my birthday or other people's birthdays? Freaking... I remember one birthday of a friend. We were also young. But this was, like, probably, like, 6 or 7, right? She had recently gone to an amusement park and nearly got her toe ripped off on one of the rides because of a safety thing. But, like, they stitched it back on and it was fine. Like, everything was fine. But they continued to have her birthday party while she was healing. And her parents were like, yeah, you can ride the Barbie Jeep. Just be careful. And the girl was like, hey, Billy, do you want to be a passenger? And I was like, okay. And then she drove us straight into a fence and she had to go to the hospital to get her toe sewed back on. Again! Birthdays are chaotic. Yeah. I am going to other people's birthday parties. I swear I'm like either a bad luck charm or they're just always chaotic and there's always drama and I'm just happy to be there. Like but I'm convinced I'm a bad luck charm for other people's birthdays. For my own birthdays, I'm fine. You know? Nothing bad really happens at my birthdays. Like my birthday parties, well, that's also because I didn't have birthday parties for a long time, but I started throwing birthday parties in like middle school, high school. I started doing a girl sleepover every year, and it was great. But there was one year where we invited like all of my guy friends over too, not for a sleepover, but to play Drag Race, which that was a great time. I got to pull out all my dresses, all my makeup, and everybody picked a guy and did their makeup and their dresses. It was like America's Next Top Model meets Drag Race. It was the best. It was the best. And they didn't care. They were like, yeah, let's post pictures. Let's like freaking watch Drag Race now. Best night ever. I would do game nights a lot. There was one birthday I remember that I was really mad because my sister came home and my mom was like, okay, Billy, you know, I know it's your birthday and you want chocolate cake with vanilla icing because that's the best cake. There's no better cake, you know, chocolate cake, vanilla icing. Hi, cheese! Thank you! No. I have stories. I just never know how much I can share because, you know, some things are so wild that they can only really happen to a handful of people. And like, I feel like it puts me in a random position sometimes, but yeah. But one time my mom was like, Billy, I know it's your birthday and you want this cake, but your sister's visiting and your sister likes this cake. And even though her birthday isn't for another 6 months, we're gonna get your sister's favorite cake. And I'm like, you bitch, it's the one thing I wanted for my birthday. Ice cream cake specifically ordered chocolate cake, dark chocolate cake, devil's food cake, triple chocolate cake, and vanilla icing. That's all I wanted. It ended up not being the worst birthday though, because like we still got to do like karaoke and stuff, and it was fun. We did at-home karaoke where we just put on like lyrics and soundtracks and stuff, and it was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Could have been worse. I make the best birthday cakes now, though. That's like one of the fun things about being like, you know, it might seem like blasphemy, but there's never too much chocolate. There's never too much chocolate. That's how I knew I was gonna marry Mr. Goose, because we were talking about cake, and we were like, I think he was like, you know what the best cake is? And I was like, chocolate cake with vanilla icing, and he was like, damn straight. And I was like, fuck yeah. And even he was like, that's when I knew that's gonna be our wedding cake. You're gonna be cast into the fires of Mount Honk. Yes! Sacrifices must be made. Let's see. Birthdays. I make the best birthday cake. I've made a selection of cakes for Mr. Geese, and that's part of the greatest part about being an adult is you can make your own food and your own cakes and like whatever. And sometimes it sucks to make food because like, you know, sometimes you don't feel like cooking. But I made some crazy cakes. One year I made a Pokeball cake where I frosted the top half. Like if you're looking at it from a bird's eye view, so like you're looking at the top of the cake, one side was red and one was white, and then I put a strip of black in the middle, and like I even got the little like latch thing on it. It was cool. It was a lot of frosting. Frosting and refrigerating. Damn spam calls. Be gone, spam it. I mean, there is one specific phrase you can use to get spammers to stop calling you, but I don't think I can say it on stream. I don't think I can say it on stream without possibly offending a bunch of people. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Also, in case you answer an unknown number one time and it's not a scammer, I can't tell you. Let's see. I made a computer cake. I made a computer cake where I made it all like gray, and then I drew on like circuits in green icing, and then I went to Goodwill and I got a bunch of keyboards and I washed all the keys. I popped them off and washed them by hand, and then I put happy birthday with the computer keys. Oh my god, wait, I've already said it, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you knew what I was talking about. You just knew it? Oh my god. For me, it was always Mario's Pizza. Your thoughts are thoughts, how may we help you? It's so dark. It's so dark. But they'll never call you again. They'll never try your number again. Let's see, what other cake? I made an airplane cake once. That was cool too. I like how I'm just like going back to cakes. I love cake. But I made a huge airplane cake. It really only needed to feed 4 people, but it probably could have fed like 50 because I'm an overachiever. Can't sound too Italian. It must sound like a Midwest pizza place. And I use cookies for the wings. I'm trying not to get too sidetracked because I'm like, this could end badly for me. But yeah, airplane cake. I used cookies for wings, and I like dipped them in chocolate to make them like all stay together, and then I frosted the whole thing. It was cool. Very cool. She knows how to play this game. This is true. This is true. I can see it being too Italian might be a problem. But, you know. I used to have another one, but I don't remember what it was. I had like a less dark one. Sometimes I would answer like a scammer myself, and I'd start asking them questions. But I don't know. Scam calls are so freaking annoying, and I swear the biggest scammer of all is Walgreens. No, you just don't answer and block, but now you have funny ones. I usually just don't answer, unless it's the same number calling me again and again and again, or the same scam happening, but like from different numbers. Yeah. It's been a minute since I've gotten any sort of scam calls. I blocked Walgreens. They were pissing me off, because I'm like, why are you calling me 11 times a day? Like, bruh. That felt like a scam, because they were trying to say I needed a refill on a prescription that was not supposed to be a refill, and they just kept calling my doctors, too. And, like, my poor doctors probably had them on, like, a block list as well, or some sort of automated messaging system, because, like, ugh. For months. I thought I was getting, scammed. I thought I was getting scammed or somebody stole my number for a while, because every time I went to try to use it, I would get, like, oh, you can't make it with this number, right? Because it's already in use. And freaking... It turns out this girl just didn't change her number. And I have an update. I posted about that on Twitter one time, about how this girl refused to change her number and I got invited to Christmas, right? It's not the first time it happened. Wasn't the last time it happened. The first time it happened, her grandfather called me on our birthday. I was like, I have to call this man back because he left a voicemail and was like, hi, I'm so-and-so's grandfather. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I'm like, it's not my birthday. So freaking, yeah. And then recently, I accidentally swore at a cop on the phone. And it's not as bad as it sounds. But I get a call from a policeman. He's like, hi, I'm Officer so-and-so, and are you this person? And I'm like, no, I'm not. But this is her old number. And he's like, well, so you're not this person? I'm like, no, I'm not. And she doesn't change her number on anything. So if you get a hold of her, like, tell her to change her number, because I'm still getting invited to Christmas parties. I'm still getting happy birthdays from her dentist. I'm getting happy birthdays from her grandfather. And he's like, oh, well, like, he was so caught off guard by me giving him this story about how for the past 4 years, this girl has not changed her number, and it's caused me such inconvenience. And he was like, well, your car is getting towed. And I was like, good. She's a fucking bitch. and it wasn't the right thing to do, but he chuckled and then hung up. But I was like, this is karma. I've told everybody who's called me to tell her to change her number on things, and she refuses. She refuses. It's so bad. You say you're Officer so-and-so and ask how they got this number. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, a lot of the time they leak in for me. Like, in my phone, I feel like probably stops 2%, but I think I just haven't been getting them lately. I took my number off of a lot of things, and I also deleted a lot of accounts that, like, I didn't need anymore. So, but yeah, this one girl, I'm waiting for the next person. I'm waiting for the next person to be like, hey, is this blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna be like, no. You act like you're the leader of a gang and you say you're tracking their location. Oh. I do have a theory, though, on the girl I keep getting calls from, or for, I should say, because I forgot about this, but when I brought up the whole, like, Mr. Goose was there when the cop called, right? To be like, oh, your car's getting towed. I'm like, it's not my car. And he was like, do you remember when you first got your phone? And you were getting calls nightly by some random dude on a blocked number. And they were just, like, being weird on the phone. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that. And then one night, they called, this, like, random blocked number called me in the middle of the night. Like, 3 a.m., middle of the night. So Mr. Goose picks up the phone and starts screaming at them. And then they never called me again. Do you have the goods? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like that works for some people. For some people, you never know. Maybe they do have the goods. Maybe they're trying to sell. Oh, I'm trying to think of more birthday stories. Anyway, Billy, do you got the goods? I got tea. I got tea. Yummy, yummy, delicious iced tea. And all the points go for Mr. Goose. Honestly, he probably saved me a very awkward, like, either conversation or run-in with somebody I didn't know. Because freaking, what the hell? That's so creepy. And I'm like, I'm assuming the girl, like, once he brought that up, I was like, I wonder if she changed her number because she had, like, a stalkery, like, ex or something. That was, like, it might make sense. Because who just calls somebody on a restricted number and does that kind of shit if you don't know them? So it had to have been, like, one of her exes or something, right? Like, that tracks? Which, if that's the case, that's really scary, and I feel bad for her. But, like, you have to alert somebody that you changed your number. Like, your family? Your dentist? The people who register your car? Because I can guarantee that the people who called me saying that her car was getting towed got her number from her registration. So, I don't know. I'm not sure and not positive that they are correlated, but I'm like, it's a little coincidental since I've gotten this number that I'm getting all these calls for her and the only time that I've ever gotten, like, stalkery calls. Ultimate bodyguard to the leader of the Snake Bird Mafia. Honestly. He's my bodyguard. That's why I feel so safe going out when I'm traveling. Like, I don't travel out of the country. But I travel, like, not too infrequently. Like, you know, once or twice a year. But when I go places, I feel safe because, you know, when you're a girl traveling alone, it does not feel safe. Ever. Nowhere you go. Nowhere feels safe. And now that I have him, I'm like, I can go anywhere. I can be as obnoxious as I want. I'm not gonna get kidnapped. No guarantee. No guarantee, but, you know, it's safer, sorta. Seriously, you need to get a scam call when a certain friend of yours is around. He doesn't give a damn. It's just the most outrageous things. That is awesome when you have a friend who can, like, actually do the batting for you. It's so good. It's so good. I hate confrontation. I like unless I'm on my period, then I love confrontation. But the 75% of the time, hate confrontation. That's what you think, just stay away from Detroit? I don't think I've been to Detroit. I think I've been to, like, an airport there. That's it. Not a threat. It's a true fear down to Detroit from stories. It's terrifying. Damn. Damn. Is that, like, Michigan? I should know my states. I should know my cities and my states. I used to be really good at, like, place the states and the state capitals. My brain flushed that for, like, song lyrics or something, I swear to God. I can't stop yawning, and I don't know why. I think it's because I've been talking, like, really fast for no reason. Maybe you just see, like, it's the yawns. You don't know anything, you cheat on geography test? Oh no! You gotta study. There used to be a game very similar to Webkins, but they were like starry pals or something. They had a whole celestial theme, and instead of having a W on their foot, they had like a star on their ass or something. But they had a whole bunch of little like mini games to like earn points and whatever. And one of them was placing the states, and you got a decent amount of coinage when you got it right. So I would just do that over and over and over again to make myself some points. And I got really good at the states and the capitals, but my brain can't hold things. I swear that my brain automatically deletes things that it hasn't used in a while, even though I don't get to pick and choose the things, because some things it'll hold on to forever, and I'm like, why the fuck? Your geographic memory has been erased. Yeah, it's so hard. I used to do a small map to do states and capitals. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever, like, cheated on a test. I've definitely used cheat sheets when they were available. But other than that, I would cheat on homework. I was like, fuck homework. But not tests. Not tests. Oh. Should I tell you what I'm planning on doing in The Sims on Friday? Because I have a plan. And I kind of mentioned that I'm going to do something Twilight related soon. So I don't know if you can see where I'm going with this, but like... I have to make sure I have werewolves, but oh my gosh, if I can get the werewolves, I can live out my Twilight fantasy in The Sims on Friday. I think we've done not all we can do with the extreme violence mod, but we've played it a couple times. So now I want to try something different, and I'm thinking that living out my Twilight fantasy in The Sims 4 could be really fun. We can make a werewolf family, and we can make a vampire family, and then we can have a Billa. Instead of Bella, I'll be Billa. And I can make the right choices instead of being stupid like Bella. Your sister loves Twilight? Yes! Twilight's so good because it's so bad. It's so... You have to get past the cheesiness and, like, the cringiness. And once you get past it, it's perfect. It's perfect. The same with Gossip Girl. Which, okay, you know what? It's my birthday. I'm gonna rant about what I want to rant about. Gossip Girl. I just finished the 7th season. I think 7 seasons. Might have been 6 seasons. I don't know. It's a blur. I binged. I binged so bad. I watched an entire season in a day yesterday. That's all I did while I was drawing. Gossip Girl. It's like a show about this website, essentially, that is an anonymous platform for sharing gossip. Speaking of The Sims, have you seen that game Inzoi? It's basically modern Sims. I have mixed feelings on Inzoi because of things I've seen about it. I've seen a lot of people like it, and I think that's cool. I've also seen a lot of people not really like that it has a lot of AI involvement, which I also understand. So I don't know if I'm going to love it or hate it. I don't know if I'm going to try it. I might wait for more reviews to come out and see if it's worth getting. I haven't watched too many recently, but... You think you only know the meme about it being a vampire who stalks a young girl? That too! Oh my gosh, wait. You know what? Hold on, I'm going to backtrack. I was going to go on a Gossip Girl rant, but that message reminded me. It reminded me of the dumbest thing I have done recently. But it was great. Mr. Goose was flying in his flight sim. Right? And I walked right up to him. He had his headphones on, so he didn't even, like, fully recognize I was coming over, but they're not completely noise canceling. So, you know, you can, once somebody's actually talking to you, you can hear them, but he didn't hear me coming. But I got right up to his face. I leaned in and I go, I love you more than any human has ever loved another human. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I said that actually at a different time. I think I actually said, you're my own personal brand of heroin. And he was just like, Billy, what the fuck? Get out of here. You just awakened my curiosity. Yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid. But it's so funny. I'll just go up and I'll say the randomest shit. But I quote Twilight all the time just to piss him off. Next time you want to creep somebody out, just go up to their face and just be like, you're my own personal brand of heroin. It's a Twilight quote. I did the I love you more than any human has ever loved another human the last time. He was like, oh, I love you. And he just looked at me like, I know where that's from, but I don't know where that's from. And I was like, goodbye, spider monkey. And then I ran away. It's not even Halloween, and I'm still quoting Twilight. I was on this at Halloween time. I get my days mixed up though sometimes because like I quote it so fucking often. It's bad. I quote that movie like more than any other movie in existence. You're sneaking around the house, you barely make noise when you walk and accidentally scare people for showing up out of nowhere. That's great. That is great. I love hiding. I once hid in my friend's car. One of my friends was at work and we were supposed to be meeting up for their lunchtime. And I was bringing food, right? But I noticed they left their car unlocked. So I hid in their back seat. I hid in their back seat with the food and literally like as crouched down on the floor as possible behind the driver's seat. So like if they're coming around the driver's side and they open their door, they're probably not going to be able to see me because the window's up pretty high. Then they got in the car. And I jumped out from the back seat. It's so genius. It's so genius. The sad thing is, like, they freaked out for like half a second, realized it was me, and they were just like, oh, it's fucking you. I didn't even get to like, oh my god, Billy, how dare you? I didn't know you were here. It was such a blasé reaction of just like, oh, it's you. And then they immediately calm down because I do this shit all the time. But I'm the best at hide and seek. I'm the best at hide and seek, and it's great. Ugh, big stretch. Ugh. It is scary, but like, you know, once you realize it's the person, then it's not scary and it's funny. They knew I was gonna be there, but they just assumed I'd be in my own car. The appropriate reaction, they know what you're up to at this point. Exactly! I can still scare Mr. Goose, though. He never sees me coming. And he should, because fucking... I'm sneaky, but I'm not that sneaky. He's just blind. It's great. It's great. Oh. I used to play, what is it? Like, Sardines? A lot. I think that's what it's called. It's like reverse hide and seek, where one person hides, and then everybody goes looking for them. And then you stay with the person hiding once you found them, and the last person to find the hider has to hide. So I've played that before too, and that's a great game. It's a great game. I remember the last time I played it, it was at one of my friends' houses, and I was in like high school, and there was a big group of us, like 6 people. Not big, but like big for my social settings, right? Like I got a low social battery. So I hid in a wardrobe, right? Thinking, oh, this is great. The wardrobe was empty. It was one of those things that was kind of there just for decoration. But I hid in a wardrobe. And when the next person found me, we were able to sit there with our legs like kind of parallel to each other. We could fit 2 people. So I sat on one side, they sat on the other, and then our legs were like diagonal or parallel to each other, however you want to put it. The next person found us, and they laid on top of us, and we got 5 people in that wardrobe before like the last person found us and was like, what the fuck? We were all stacked up like actual sardines, and I guess that's where the name of the game comes from. And I just realized I'm dumb. He needs to up his sneaking Billy sense. My Billy sense is tinkling. She must be trying to scare me. I'd rather he didn't. Then I'd have to increase his tolerance by not spooking him. And what's the fun in that? The best part about being married is being able to mess with your spouse. It really is. You can mess with them, and like it's so fun. It's so fun. It's training to fit in the clown car. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. Messing with people, you have to know the person you're messing with really well, because otherwise it can go too far. You just reminded me of something. Ooh. I will say, I hate those couple prank channels. Not a big fan, because a lot of them are really mean. But I mess with people in more subtle ways. Like, sometimes if we're playing Wheel of Fortune, like this didn't happen on stream too much because, you know, I mind my manners on stream. But I turn everything into a sex joke playing the most stupid games because it's fun! It's fun to mess with people! Or like even Blitz. Blitz the League. So violent. But if you make everything into a joke, that's good. One time we went to a friend's party, and when it was time to go home, we had to fit 7 people in a single car? There's no way everybody was wearing a seatbelt! Click it or ticket! Click it or ticket! Oh. I do remember one time, one of my friends was driving, and we had to pick everybody up to go to her house. And we had I want to say 6 people. So like one less than you actually. I guess it's not that bad. But because we couldn't fit them in a 5-seater car, we were so scared because we were young and we had just gotten our licenses and we were like, if we get caught, we're gonna get our license taken away and all of our freedom, our new young adult freedom. And then we prank called a teacher. But we were all too scared to actually commit to the prank, so we called and the teacher was just like, hello? And we were like, and then hung up. It was the worst prank ever. But April Fools, you know? Also, I feel like if you're a teacher, your phone number should not be in the phone book. You're gonna get pranked. 2 were sitting in someone's lap, you were smushed between them, and the driver had space in front. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Since we only had like 1 more person in seats, we just had the 1 person laying across our laps. Which, like, not safe, but you know, we were like human seatbelts. Human seatbelts. It's great. It's fine. Everything's fine, you know? Oh, big stretch. My shoulders hurt really bad. I don't know why. I don't know why. Trying to think of more stories. Trying to think of birthday stories because I feel like I had a good one earlier and I was like, I need to write this shit down. And then of course I didn't write it down. Didn't write it down. Why am I like this? When I get back home, I'm going to have a big old birthday party. Probably not going to be till next year. I'm going to have a big old birthday party one of these years where I invite so many people and it's going to be great. One of your friends was barely fitting in there because he's very tall. Oof. Honestly, traveling with tall people is surprisingly hard. I had a lot of tall friends and like they would never fit in the small cars. And it sucks. I'm 5'2" and I never have that problem. It was your friend's birthday the other day. She'll be marrying and moving to her own house soon. Ooh, good for her, good for her. That's so nice. I just want to go home. I've been thinking about that a lot. Especially because my mom's like, you're gonna get sued, you're gonna get sued. No, I'm not gonna get sued. But freaking, I'd like to show her the general concept of what I do without showing her my account. If that makes sense. Because, like, I know if I sent her a VTuber, right? She wouldn't watch it. She wouldn't watch it. But if I were there in person, and I was like, let's watch some VTubers so you can understand what I do, then she would get it. You may be short, but you still have the structure of a Viking or lumberjack. Oh, very nice, very nice. Short kings are the best. Honestly, sometimes you're too tall. Too tall. Tall people don't fit anywhere. They're too lanky. Oh my god, my favorite part about being short is climbing the shelves at Walmart. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Climbing the shelves at Walmart makes the experience so much more fun. She wouldn't have the choice. Exactly! If I don't give her a choice to watch VTubers and I just sat her down and I did it, then it would be great. It would be so good. She could learn. I'm not a shady goose. I'm just a silly goose. Just a silly goose. Why doesn't she trust me? Why? Why does she think I am so irresponsible and stupid? The funniest part is she was telling me, like, as if I had never heard of anybody getting in trouble for that before, or how, like, that's a new concept. Like, I think she had just seen a video on how people, like, use other people's faces with AI, and, like, people using other people's character. I think, like, she saw, like, a copyright video or something recently, and that must be why she was on it, because she was on it. But you haven't had to climb anything yet? Ah, you gotta try. You gotta try. Even just for the experience. For the experience. It'd be great. You know, I almost planned a birthday karaoke, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't because I've been talking so much that I'm like winding myself. But at the same time, like, damn, I don't know what to do with the rest of the time. I feel like I'm not as good of a yapper. Or like I feel like I yap too much too fast, and then I run out of things to say. And after the VTubers are presented, they go, "Do you make content for children? It's the new anime is for children." Well, that's the thing. My mom has a very sheltered version of what anime is supposed to be. Like, in the sense that she was so sheltered that she thinks anything that's not just cartoons made for children or that aren't live action are somehow hentai. Like, she doesn't know. She doesn't know what anime is. So, like, when I'm trying to give her the description, it's like, oh, it's like an anime. She's like, oh. She doesn't get it. She is very scared for my well-being in future. My dad knew what anime was, but didn't think it was art, right? My sister knows what anime is, doesn't really get it. Her kids love it, and I think it's hilarious. My mom she just doesn't know. Doesn't know. And then there's me, who has, like, you know, my little fucking tragic backstory of anime. Because my friends watched all of our series without me. But then I grew up to love it. So it's like a spectrum. A spectrum, if you will. What is funny, though, is I forget what series it was, but my sister was telling me one of her kids is watching a series that's definitely not meant for kids. It's not necessarily, like, bad enough where I was, like, concerned enough to say anything about it. But I was like, I don't know if your kid should be watching that necessarily. But I'm not gonna say anything, because it's not my monkey, it's not my circus. You never know, though. And it's just funny, because my sister does, like, she's like, well, you know, it's anime, and, I'm pretty sure it's not hentai, and it's animated, and they've seen The Ring, so nothing can be that much worse. And I'm like, I mean, I guess you're right there. Guess you're right there. The kind of thing that talks about certain themes but isn't bad enough kind. Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure there was, like, violence and maybe, like, definitely sexual themes, but, like, honestly, at their age, they probably aren't picking it up anyways. Like, you know what I mean? Like, also, not my circus, not my monkeys. I have to say that a lot. Because, like, sometimes I hear things and I'm like, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my monkeys. Like, it's not my place. It's just not my place. It's anime and it's not hentai. Perfect, yeah. Basically, that's all you can ask for, so... I mean, I was watching not great stuff as a kid. I was watching, like, Law and Order SVU, though. And for me, that was way more scarring than if I watched, like, Baccano. I know that that's not what they were watching, but it's the only violent anime I can think of immediately. And I'm like, I probably would have been freaked out by that as a kid, but not as freaked out as Law and Order SVU. Or, I don't know, Criminal Minds, where there's an episode... Oh my god. Criminal Minds is one of the fucking shows that you don't realize how creepy it is when you're a teenager, because you're like, oh, this is so interesting, and I'm so edgy, and so then I'm gonna act like this is so fascinating and funny, and, like... Then your frontal lobe develops, and you're like, oh, this is morbid. Like, there's an episode where somebody is, like, killing all these people and then using them as literal marionette puppets. It's terrifying. You found out what it's very early. Outside of Naruto and Dragon Ball, those were your first animes, you know? Yeah. My very first anime, I mean, besides like Pokemon, was probably Soul Eater. But I was relatively like, I say sheltered in the sense that like I could watch Law and Order SVU, but we didn't get anything. So it's not so much sheltered as like we didn't have a lot of anime channels at home, if that makes sense. And if we did, I just didn't know about them. Freaking I feel like there was another one though. I mean, I watched things like Winx Club. Does that count? I watched things like, I think I watched Totally Spies, but it's been so long that I don't entirely remember. It wasn't like my personal autistic obsession, if that makes sense. Powerpuff Girls doesn't count because they did make an anime after that, and I mean, this is all like American cartoons, so. Ooh, what story? What story? What story? Trying to think. I'm running out of my stories. I feel like I've told you everything. I've told everybody everything, and now I have no stories. None whatsoever. Trying to think. That was like so accurate to my face. I was not expecting that. My head was like so tilted to the side and just I have been talking to my sister a lot lately, and she's been telling me like cute stories about my mom and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I love this. A friend of yours went to sleep watching something on his family TV and fell asleep just to wake up in the middle of the night with some hardcore. Oh! Oh my god. That's funny. I wish I could say I've had a situation similar to that, but mine was a little different. In the sense that it was not me watching anything on the TV. But, I don't know if I should share the story, but I'm gonna. You know what? Oh well. I remember me and my mom went out one time. I think we were at like a sports practice for me, right? Because I was young, right? I'm young. We were at like sports practice or a game, and we were coming home and it was dark. And my curtains at the house were sheer, very sheer. And at nighttime, if the lights were on and you didn't have the like thick curtains closed and you just had the sheers closed, you could see directly in. And my dad liked to occasionally have a few beverages and not think about the repercussions of his actions. So he fell asleep watching some not so good, like, you know, some hardcore stuff on the TV. And we drove by the house, and all we could see in the window on our giant, what are they even called? They're not CRTs, but they're like those bigger, heavier ones. They like have a built-in stand. They're very boxy. I can't think of the name of the TV, but like it was probably like 45-inch TV, which was huge at the time. You could see through the shears. And so we went around the block. My mom's calling the house. My mom's calling and calling, and she's like, Mr. Goose. Not Mr. Goose, like Mr. Goose Senior. Goose Senior. Not answering the phone. So we get home. She's like, Billy, wait in the car. I got this. Gets inside, and all I hear is, what the fuck do you think you're doing? And a half asleep, half drunk, the Goose Senior is just like, What do you mean? What am I doing? And, yeah. TV got turned off. I got forced to go to my room. Even though I did nothing wrong. But yeah. I usually do have more stories, huh? Sometimes all it takes is a story to spark my stories, I swear. But yeah, TV is a no-no for anything of this sort. Yeah. Yeah. You don't put that stuff on the TV. Small devices. Small devices. I mean, back then, what do you have? You had the TV or the computer, you know? We didn't have smartphones back in my day. At this time. Or if you did, you were rich. And let me tell you, no. Story brings more stories out. This is true. Yes. Always. Always. Ugh. Sitting in this. I almost forgot about that. I was this close to forgetting about that story, though. I could have gone my whole life without remembering that. Ew. You can technically say back in your day for smartphones, too. Yeah, like, they came out eventually, but when I was a youngin', when I was a gosling, before I was a full-blown goose, we didn't have these things you call smartphones. We had slides, which were incredibly amazing. And flip phones. I do miss flip phones. I never personally had a flip phone, but all of my family did, so I got to use theirs on occasion, and I loved closing. The sound of a flip phone closing. It was amazing. I do miss landlines. That might be such a weird thing to say, but I miss landlines. I miss having a dedicated house phone where only people like family could call, and they have to call. And there was a great way to be like, oh, are you home? You love the little noise they make? Yeah! I also miss the feeling, though, of, like, a slide. And, like, I feel like the slide is the second closest thing to a flip phone close, because when you slid it hardly and you, like, to close the whole little keyboard thing, that was great. That was also great. But I miss landlines. I miss them so much. I miss always knowing where the phone was when you wanted to order a pizza. I miss, like, I mean, I guess that's really mostly it. I miss, like, the walking around and being tethered to a cord. I know that seems like such an inconvenience, but I miss that. No, it's my ghost who picked up the phone. Yeah! I remember I would call, like, my grandparents and be like, hey, are you guys home? I want to do this. And what I mean is, like, are you guys gonna be home all day? But as a kid, you're like, are you home? They'd be like, no, I'm at the Eiffel Tower. No, I'm in freaking... What was the other place? No, I'm in Sleepy Hollow, because for some reason my family loved Sleepy Hollow as a movie. I don't get it, but, like, whatever. No, I'm in Fantasyland. No, I'm at Disney World. They were famous for the dad jokes, you know. Hey, what are you up to? I don't know, about 5'10". Doodling on a piece of paper while talking on the house phone. Yes! We recently got a Bluetooth landline. It's kind of not close enough, but close enough, if you know what I mean. Like, I miss the actual being able to, like, call people when not the power went out, but, like, I feel like you could call people a lot better and more frequently. I don't know. I miss having a contact list, like a book of contacts that wasn't just in my phone, so I forget who's actually in there and who's not. You remember a friend had a long time ago who would call you on the family's phone? Good time. Yeah! Yeah! Oh my gosh. I I would call people on the phone, and then we would play Club Penguin together. I had my friend's house phone number, and we would call, and we would both be on our little landlines at the computer playing Webkins, Club Penguin, Meez for a little bit, MEEZ. Just being able to remember the phone numbers. Oh my gosh, yes! That was such a good memory game. I knew everybody's numbers. I still know my grandparents' phone number, and they've been dead for years. I haven't been calling them anytime soon. My house phone was the original Discord. Yes! Oh my god. And I loved when, like, when you wanted gossip and you could just call, like, one specific family member and they would have to, like, call you on the phone and give you all the tea, but then there was plausible deniability. Because there wasn't, like, text messages that people would inevitably snoop and find out, you know what I mean? Like, there was no way of knowing. Nobody could send screenshots of a conversation to somebody else to be like, oh yeah, do you see what this bitch said? No, you could be so catty and talk to family members and be like, oh, do you remember when your aunt said this, this, and this, and this? My grandma, Grand Central Station of gossip, I swear to God. You would call her to just ask her one simple thing like, hey, what do you want for dinner? And she would be like, did you know? Did you know? Best things ever, though. No registration, all top secret. Yeah. Landlines, my beloved. when are those gonna get a comeback? Like, when are people gonna get so nostalgic for those? I get being nostalgic for, like, music stuff and for games and for fashion, but nobody's feeling nostalgic for the landlines the way we are. You got that habit from your grandma. Oh, I love that. Freaking. Sorry, I keep yawning. I don't know why I'm so tired. Well, I do know I'm so tired. I've been running on like 6 hours of sleep for the last week. Not the whole week, as in like I've only got 6 in the whole week, but like 6 hours a night. And I am a girl who needs 9 hours of sleep to function. I am a sleepy head. I am a sleepy goose. You used to have those landlines that had a rotary dial. That's so cool. That is so cool. Rotary phones are so freaking cool. I remember I think I've mentioned before that I married much older than me. So I remember being like, oh yeah, a rotary dial. And Mr. Goose being like, do you know what a rotary dial is? Do you know how to even dial on one of those things? And I'm like, yes, I do. But not because I'm as old as you, but because my family was poor. So we had older technology often. Better 6 than 3. That is true. 3 hours of sleep would probably kill me. It would probably kill me. Also, I realized I'm swaying because I'm spinning in my chair. I do that a lot. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah! When you're not, like, we weren't, like, poor. Like, we, you know, I will acknowledge that, you know, like, lower middle class. When the middle class existed. But because of that, we had all this old tech, and we would get hand-me-downs of things from other people just to, like, you know, make things a little easier. And so I know a lot of things. Like, I've always been called, like, an old soul, if you will. But it's because I just remember things differently than people of my same generation who will be like, oh yeah, I had my first cell phone at this age. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I got mine later. But my parents didn't even get it for me. My grandparents did, because they felt like I was going too many places and couldn't be contacted. Oh. I remember the first computer we had was like a relatively old one too. And it was back in the days when computers, when they got an update or when people came out with a new model, it was significantly different. Upgrades happen too quickly. Back in my day. I like how earlier I was like, I don't have any back in my day stories at the moment, but now I do. Now I do. Old soul is a good term. Yeah, it's a good term most of the time. Most of the time. But like, a good morning would be like, you get up, you have a box of cereal as your entire breakfast, because nobody cared about making sure you got a nutritional breakfast. You got an entire box of cereal. Well, not an entire box of cereal, but a big old bowl. And you would watch that, or you would eat that watching cartoons on your CRT television. Because there's always somebody younger in the house, and they're watching, like, kids shows, and then you freaking, after breakfast, you put on a pair of low-rise jeans, and you put on way too much eyeliner, and then you use the landline to call your best friend down the street, and then you ride your bike to their house, and then you both ride your bikes to the mall, and you walk around the shopping center, and then you maybe get a movie, and you can actually feel safe in the mall and not get kidnapped, and then you can go to a movie, sit there for a few hours, eating dollar store candy, then you go home, you lie to your mom about the rating of what movie you watched because you're not supposed to watch PG-13, but you watched the PG-13 or rated R or whatever. Best kind of day. Your uncle was the one who had a computer and knew how to make it work. Yeah! You still have no idea how he managed to get the internet in an old house, basically in the middle of nowhere. Internet was fucking weird. I didn't have dial-up. I'm not that old. Not that old. But, I remember other people having it. So maybe I am that old. I remember other people having it before we got our computer, and then when we got our computer, it was, like, hooked up to Ethernet. I don't remember wireless ever being a thing. It might have been, but I don't remember it. When going to the mall was a whole experience. Yeah! Oh my god, I miss malls. And I'll say it before, I'll say it again. I miss shopping in stores, because even though I technically can, all the stores that I want to shop at are gone. They're either gone, or they're just not the same. And a lot of them are just fast fashion now. I loved food courts, mall food courts. Oh, when you could be like, I'm gonna get a small thing from this place and a small thing from that place, and you could have, like, I don't know, Chinese food and Burger King, or a cheesesteak, or frickin' Greek food. All in one area. You could just get whatever you wanted. One of the best times I had at the mall was when me and friends each picked out ridiculous dresses for each other. We're like, okay, you give me your size, you give me your size, you give me your size. And we'd swap, and then frickin' everybody picked out a dress for another person, and we looked ridiculous. But it was the best time ever. Never used your I look older than I am, but me and my friends could for different reasons. Respectful beard and being tall. I've never had the luxury of being tall, but I've had the luxury of, like, sounding older. Yeah! It was so fun! It was so fun. I miss doing things like that at the mall. And just, like, walking around and feeling like you weren't being watched constantly, because anytime you go into the mall, people are like, oh my god, am I gonna make a sale? Or, oh my god, nobody shops here, they must be stealing. Like, you can't go places without being watched anymore. It sucks. I miss it. It was like a third space, you know? It wasn't work and it wasn't home, or it wasn't school and it wasn't home, but it was a third place where you could just hang out, be free, do what you want. I miss that. One time in school, the boys dressed with dresses and the girls dressed like dudes. It was terrible. That actually sounds fun. We used to have, like, I know a lot of schools have this, but it, oh, I forget what the football game is called, but there's, like, I think it's like a powder puff game or, like, something like that. And the boys would dress as the cheerleaders and cheer while the girls played football. Like, all the cheerleaders played football. And it was just one night out of the year, but it was such a fun event to go to. That was like an annual thing for us. That was great. I forget what the actual name of that is, but like there's some sort of name for it. But my school was weird in that they would also auction off like dates with not the parents, but like family of parents. It was weird. You imagine that would be quite wild. It was wild, but it was fun. Everybody got involved. Everybody took it on the chin like as a joke, and nobody ever got like offended by it or anything, and it was just fun. Good old-fashioned fun, because back in my day... Oh my god. Going to football games was so fun. It was so fun. You could get like a thing of hot chocolate, support the school, get some chili dogs. Oh my gosh, chili dogs. It's been a long time since I've had a chili dog. There was this one time you could go wearing PJs but sleep in clothes. You would go to school and have no change in the morning. Oh. I mean, that makes sense. I loved Spirit Days. I would get so involved. Although I do remember there was one time where we had a Spirit Week, right? And I was like, there's no way I'm doing every Spirit Day of the week. Like, I can't keep up. I'm not that peppy. I don't have that much pep in my step. So I committed to doing like, I think it was like Neon Day. And you were supposed to dress in neon colors. And I had 4 neon sweatshirts because I was cool. And I was like planning on wearing one of those. I was planning on doing my makeup all crazy. Could not find one out of the 4 neon sweatshirts I had, because I don't know if I've talked about this before, but my mom had this habit of like not helping out with laundry and not making us do our own laundry, and then at like 6 in the morning deciding we're just gonna stop at Walmart on the way to school to buy you clothes. So could not find anything, had to skip out on Spirit Day, ended up wearing black. But I had I told a bunch of my friends, like, oh yeah, if you wear neon so that I'm not alone, I'll bring in cookies. Brought in cookies for everybody, but didn't have anything neon to wear, so I was looking ridiculous. Looking ridiculous. Every middle and end of year, we would have soccer games and all that. Shame we managed to permanently cancel that our last year after the Hulk incident. The Hulk incident? It has its own name? Has its own name? What is the Hulk incident? I must know more. I've been sitting on my foot for so long it fell asleep. Oh no. Oh no, my foot's asleep. I sit crisscross applesauce and I spin in my chair. Oh, today's a good day. It's been a good birthday. I feel like I'm not as good at yapping as some other people who can like just keep going and like are with the times. I need to like actually reference more recent pop culture. I need to learn about the current pop culture because I know nothing. So I can just yap and yap and yap and yap. I want to be able to yap. It's that story you told of your friends who's built like the Hulk getting into a fight. Oh! Oh, I do kind of remember that. I do remember that. I forgot that it had a name, though. It's because we're on the more shy side. Yeah, I'm always afraid of saying something wrong, too. Or, like, something that comes off just, like, not how I meant it. I have a very big fear of that. Because, I don't know. I also change my mind on things a lot, so I could be like, oh, this sucks, and then I'm forever immortalized saying something sucks and then realizing I like it. And I'm always afraid that people won't be like, oh, Billy just changed her mind, you know? They'll be like, oh, Billy's a liar. She said she hated this and now she likes it. Just came up with a name. I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not the only person who struggles with that. Because I struggle. But honestly, like, I don't know. If it makes you feel better, like, I don't think you've ever said anything that has been, like, bad, you know? I would say that having you as a chatter is a delight. The problem is the immortalization thing. Yeah. I went through a lot of my, like, earlier VODs and just deleted them at one point because I was like, you know, I'm not proud of my streams, if that makes sense, from before. I was just kind of learning everything, and I was like, I'm glad that I learned, and I'm proud that I learned, but I wasn't as proud of the content I was making. And I'm trying to get better about that when I make something and, like, finding pride in it instead of being like, oh, this is bad. I suck. I'm trying to be more positive. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I gotta pee. I feel like I should stream for longer because it's my birthday and I don't want to just, like, up and leave. I know people do, like, 12-hour birthday streams, but I don't know if I have that much to yap about. I don't know. We are our own worst critic after all. That's true. That's true. It's like, it's fascinating because, you know, we're the only ones who ever know exactly, like, what we're doing and how hard we're working and whatever, but, like, we're also, like, so, like, I know I'm personally so quick to be like, oh, I'm so proud of this person for, like, no reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be so proud and supportive of people, and, like, I never know what they're really up to, but, like, I know what I'm up to, and then I'm never proud of just, like, all the hard work, you know? It's hard. 12 hours is crazy, you know, you can take it, but you're dead tired at the end. Yeah. That would be so hard. I don't think I could do that. Like, maybe if I trained for it and, like, I wrote out things to say ahead of time, which I have been trying to be better about, thinking, like, what do I want to do for this stream before I actually stream? But it's hard to plan out 12 hours. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I've yapped my yap out. And if I yap anymore, I'm just gonna go down, like, a random rabbit hole that, like, I haven't prepped for. So I think I'll save it for Friday when we're gonna do Sims but Twilight. Sims but Twilight. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to be Billa and freaking pick Edward, or I think I'm gonna name, like, Edward Edwin. And I have another name for Jacob and Charlie. That I have different names for all of them. But it'll be fun. It'll be knockoff Twilight. But I am Bella Swan. Instead of Bella Swan, it's Bella Goose. It'll be wonderful. It'll be wonderful. We'll have to redress the Billy Sim in more, like, goth sweatshirts. Like a true goth teenager. Maybe not goth, but, like, true sad girl vibes. That's what we need. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But I think that is it for today. And it's time for this goose to fly the coop. And thank you so much for hanging out with me on my birthday. And I will have Discord emotes up in, like, the next half hour or so. Yeah. Probably even 15 minutes. I just have to rename them so that I can post them. Because they're all just, like, image 1, image 2. Thank you so much. Oh, so much. I hope you have a good night. Bye.